And actually, you should say my name in the middle of his matches sometimes. You know?
Get ready for some impact.
I know his ass was just speaking Samoan. You guys don't know what the hell he's saying, but
Zilla Fatu pushing hard for WWE signing. A real-life Bloodline member is publicly campaigning for a WWE contract, and if genetics mean anything in professional wrestling, WWE should be sprinting to sign this guy. Zilla Fatu, son of the legendary Umaga, just responded to WWE's announcement about their ID program by basically asking his fans, "Do you want to see me in WWE?" which in wrestling terms is the equivalent of sliding into someone's DMs and asking, "Hey, you up?" Except the someone is Triple H, the DMs are public Twitter, and the stakes are potentially joining the most dominant wrestling family in modern history. Welcome back to the Wrestling Hidden Insight, and today we're breaking down who Zilla Fatu is, why WWE would be foolish not to sign him, what the WWE ID program actually does, and whether we're about to witness the next generation of the Bloodline take over WWE just like their predecessors did. Let's start with the most important question for anyone who doesn't follow independent wrestling. Who is Zilla Fatu and why should WWE care? Zilla is the son of Umaga, the late great Samoan Bulldozer who was one of WWE's most dominant monsters in the mid-2000s. Umaga was terrifying. He was believable. He was the guy who made opponents look like they were fighting for their lives every single time he stepped in the ring. He had an incredible run as Intercontinental Champion, he main event pay-per-views, and he was positioned as one of the most dangerous wrestlers in the company during his time there. Sadly, Umaga passed away in 2009, but his legacy lives on through his son. Zilla Fatu is not just trading on his father's name. He's been grinding on the independent scene, making a name for himself, and showing that he inherited the family talent. He's currently the 4th rope heavyweight champion, which is a title from an independent promotion, and he's been making sporadic appearances across different indie promotions building his resume and his skills. And here's the key part, he looks the part. He's got the Samoan wrestling lineage. He's got the size. He's got the presence. And he's clearly got the ambition because he's now publicly stating that he wants to be part of WWE's developmental system. Now let's talk about what Zilla actually did because the way he went about this is fascinating. WWE posted an announcement on their official Twitter account about the next set of prospects arriving for WWE ID, which is their developmental program. And Zilla quote tweeted it asking his fans, "Y'all wanna see me there?" That's bold. That's confident. That's someone who knows their worth and isn't afraid to put it out there publicly. It's also smart because now WWE knows there's public interest. Zilla's fans are going to respond saying, "Yes, we want to see you there." And suddenly WWE has proof that signing Zilla would generate buzz and excitement among wrestling fans who follow the independent scene. This is modern wrestling recruitment. You don't just send your tape to WWE and hope someone watches it. You build a following on social media. You make noise. You get people talking about you. You make WWE come to you or at least make it so obvious that you're interested that they have to respond one way or another. Zilla is playing the game perfectly. He's putting himself out there, generating conversation, and positioning himself as someone who wants to be part of WWE while also showing that he's not desperate, he's just confident in what he brings to the table. So what is WWE ID and why would Zilla want to be part of it? WWE ID stands for WWE Independent Development, and it's a program that launched to support the training and development of wrestlers from independent promotions and wrestling schools. The idea is that WWE partners with various indie promotions and training facilities, provides resources and guidance, and essentially creates a pipeline of talent that's been developed with WWE's input and standards. It's like a farm system in baseball. These wrestlers stay on the independent scene, continue to work matches, continue to improve, but they're doing so with WWE's oversight and with the understanding that if they develop properly, there's a path to WWE. For someone like Zilla, WWE ID would be perfect. He gets to continue working indie dates, continue being a champion on those circuits, continue building his name and his resume. But he also gets WWE's training resources, WWE's guidance on how to work the WWE style, and most importantly, WWE's attention. Once you're in WWE ID, you're on their radar. You're someone they're investing in. And if you show enough progress and potential, you move up to NXT and from there, the main roster. It's a clear pathway, and for young wrestlers trying to break into WWE, that pathway is invaluable. But here's where Zilla's situation gets even more interesting. He's not just any independent wrestler hoping for a shot. He's a member of the most famous wrestling family in the world right now. The Bloodline has been the centerpiece of WWE programming for years. Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, they've all been part of this sprawling family saga that's dominated WWE storytelling. And Zilla Fatu is part of that same family tree. He's real-life bloodline. He's got the genetics, the lineage, and the name recognition that comes with being part of the Anoa'i family. WWE would be foolish not to at least give him a serious look. Imagine the storytelling possibilities if Zilla signs with WWE. You could have him debut as a new member of the Bloodline faction, adding fresh blood to a group that's been around for years. You could have him rebel against the Bloodline and create family drama. You could have him eventually face off against other Bloodline members in a passing of the torch moment. You could have him honor his father Umaga's legacy by adopting a similar aggressive style and becoming the next dominant Samoan monster in WWE. The possibilities are endless, and all of them are compelling because they're rooted in real family history and real wrestling legacy. Zilla has also been building his resume outside of just indie dates. Earlier this year he made his TNA debut at Slammiversary, which is one of TNA's biggest shows of the year. He represented Fourth Rope Wrestling as their heavyweight champion, and he teamed with Real One, who wrestled in WWE as Enzo Amore, and Josh Bishop to face Jake Something, Mance Warner, and Steve Macklin. Zilla's team won, which is a great look for him. He got to perform on a major stage in front of a larger audience than he typically gets on indie shows, and he showed that he can hang with established names in the business. That TNA appearance is exactly the kind of thing WWE looks at when evaluating talent. It shows Zilla can work bigger stages, can handle the pressure, and can deliver when it matters. The fact that Zilla is working with Real One is also interesting because Real One has WWE experience and knows what it takes to succeed there. He can mentor Zilla, give him advice, help him understand the politics and the business side of wrestling at that level. Having someone like that in your corner is valuable when you're trying to break into WWE. And working TNA shows gives Zilla exposure to different styles, different wrestlers, and different audiences, all of which make him a more well-rounded performer.